It is time now for our KSAT Q&A. You haven't seen him on KSAT Q&A for a while because he's been traveling.
But now Mayor Ron Nirenberg is back. He joins us now live. Mr. Mayor, thank you for being with us.
Great to see you all.
So we know that you were in Japan meeting with Toyota executives, and I'm just going to ask what everybody wants to know. Does that mean that San Antonio is getting more jobs?
San Antonio seems as if we are in the process of getting more jobs in the manufacturing community almost on a monthly basis. I am pleased that we were able to meet with over 100 businesses, many of whom work within the manufacturing and cyber sectors. Okayasu is a manufacturing company who will now be moving operations to San Antonio and creating great jobs. So we did close that deal. We met with Toyota executives who, of course, employ thousands of San Antonians and continue to do incredible things here with new lines and some of their major products that they deliver to global communities. There were several different meetings with regard to Japanese business federations. We had a meeting with the ambassador as well to Japan. So our work, our relationship, our partnership, culturally and economically with Japan has never been stronger. And of course, Japan remains one of the most important strategic alliances that the United States has in the Eastern Pacific and certainly within the Eastern Hemisphere. So it was good to be over there. They continue to be important employers here in our community and put food on the table for so many families that we're grateful for.
Mayor, switching gears now, it has been a while since we've had an opportunity to talk to you, so we wanted to talk about a recent situation here. A San Antonio police officer lost his job after body cam video showed him shooting a 17-year-old at a McDonald's parking lot. That teen, Erik Cantu, still fighting for his life tonight. Have you had any opportunity to talk to his family, and can you comment on how you believe the police department has handled that situation so far?
Sure. I have not spoken to the family. Obviously, our hearts and prayers are with them. And, you know, what has happened now and has been reported on, obviously, has been that the officer did not operate within the standards that we expect from our police department and our officers. He was immediately terminated. I am glad that that termination is final. And, of course, that in accordance with these types of situations, the issue itself has been referred to the DA. And there is an investigation underway. So we will be compliant with that process. And again, you know, this is not something we ever want to see. But in the case of the termination, I do believe that the police chief conducted that process and terminated the officer with good justification. And I'm glad he did that quickly.
Now, earlier in the newscast, we mentioned the alarming number of local officers who have taken their lives in the last 20 months, 6 suicides. The Public Safety Committee met today to discuss solutions. Do you have any? What's your take on this?
Well, we know that first responders have always had some of the most stressful jobs that are in the public sector. That has certainly gotten more intense over the last few years. And unfortunately, we've seen a number of police officers, not only in San Antonio, but across the country, take their own lives. The well-being and mental health of our first responder community, the officers themselves, their family members, the trauma that they experience is something that we take very seriously. Our city management, as well as the police officers union and the rank and file, along with their command staff, are all engaged in a work plan to continue to improve on the resources and services provided to the first responders in their communities. Everything from, you know, mental wellness check-ins to chaplain services. We want to make sure that we offer those resources and that handout for help whenever that's needed. And so we're going to continue to work through that. I know that the city management met recently with the police officers union to go through a work plan that has several milestones up into through spring of this year to improve on the resources that we do have. But that's something that's going to be top of mind for all of us here. And as you just mentioned, it's going to be part of the public safety dialogue as well in the committee.
Okay, now final question here, because we just have about 30 seconds. So we know what you just said, but have we been able to identify or get to the root of the problem? I understand the response, lots of mental health services. Okay, fine. But have we been able to determine why? Why are so many police officers going this route?
Well, I can't speak to that on any specific case, and those would require individual conversations. But what I will tell you is this, that there's a tremendous amount of trauma, collective trauma within every community of the United States, but in particular among the first responders who have to deal with a lot of situations that nobody would want to. So I can imagine that this is a symptomatic of a lot of trauma that people have experienced, and we have to deal with that. We have to work with them in any way we can to ensure that there's mental wellness and check-ins and ensuring that they have folks that they can reach out to when things are not going well. So we want to make those resources available. But to speak to any individual cause, we'd have to, those would be individual cases that I'm not privy to.
Definitely a difficult issue, one we will continue to watch you and the police administration deal with. Mayor Ron Nirenberg, thank you so much for your time.